Are square queue lines possible in Planet Coaster 2? Yep. Let me show you how. Alright, so to start with, you're going to need your path tool, you need your queue line tool, and you're going to need a couple of options enabled inside here. It helps to have angle snap turned on, length snap turned on. So you're going to draw out your cattle pen as you do here, and the reason that you have the snap is so that you can create them as easy as this. Right, now you're left with these nicely little rounded edges, which are great if you're using the in-game stuff, but you probably don't want to use that. So next you're going to need to come back to your path tool. You're going to need the rounding tool, and you're going to set your strength to 0. Brush size and height is irrelevant, and you're just going to do the edges of this one, and you can see that's now created a nice little angle to work with as opposed to a rounded edge. So there's actually fewer nodes now to work with. Next up, you're going to come to your edit tool, and you'll see that you're going to be able to edit all of the nodes that you've got here. So you just choose the node that you want to have. In this case, it's going to be this corner one here, and you pull it out, and you can see that you've got your little grey outline that comes through, and it shows you where it's going to be placing the path. However, this is going to create some jank like that. That's because it's going to snap to the next available node. That's fine, because you can just now use the move tool to move this in, and then you can start placing it. This bit is a little bit fiddly because it doesn't snap to an exact angle. You're going to see this in a moment because we're going to do it again. So I'm going to take the node, I'm going to pull it across, and you're going to see it's going to snap it down. If I move it up slightly, it'll move it slightly. So there is a little bit of fiddle that you need to do to make this work, and you're probably not going to get it perfect, and sometimes it'll overshoot that way. That's fine. That's just snapping to the next node. So you just repeat the process until you end up with something that you're happy with. Likewise with the corners, the same principle applies. You take one of the nodes and you move it across, and then you just snap it into place. Now what you might find is you end up with something like this, and that's again just snapping to the next available node, and all you need to do then is just move it out. You might need to make a little bit of an allowance for the fact that this is not perfectly perpendicular and straight to this one, but it still works nonetheless. Now let's have a look at a more rounded corner like this one, where you can see you've got actually 3 nodes that you choose. So with this instance, we're going to take the middle node and we're going to move this one across, and that's where you get this corner thing. What that's done is it's removed that extra 3rd node and snapped it to this node here, and now you can just treat it like all of the other corners that you had before. And then you just rinse and repeat that, and then if you're wanting to apply any of your railings, then you just go to add rails, you choose the rail that you want, come back to path, you choose your paint, and then paint it on. And there you go, square queue lines. What other tutorials do you want, guys? Let me know in the comments below, please.